Recently, with the announcement of the new K2SO build, I have started to come to the conclusion that LEGO may have been switching their ways. I should have seen it coming for a little while now, but with the chopper and the K2SO, I realized the era of these big buildable sets is over. Because this also lines up with all of the other things they've been doing with LEGO Star Wars sets recently, and that is downscaling. But it also does bring up a plus for them. They're able to make the Chewbacca. They're able to make the C-3PO, because otherwise these would be $600, $700 sets if you're trying to make them in line with the other builds. But for me, I kind of wish they could both live in unison. I keep these builds up next to each other above my bed. I redesigned the stands a little bit so they can sit upright in the front of it, but I always just loved how they kind of just line up in size with each other. Even though the BD1 is bigger than how we'd be in this scale, it still looks really good and really impressive. My problem comes down to when you come over, okay, it's a mess, I apologize. When you bring this little guy into it, I don't really prefer the way that this guy looks, especially compared to this one. I like how that R2 is over a foot tall, and this one's probably like 10 inches. For me, it'd be like taking the helmet line and then all of a sudden doing the busts, which is very much a possibility based on what we've seen so far with the LEGO Marvel. But not only would it be like just making the bust itself, but it'd be like never releasing another helmet again. So my problem with this line comes down to the fact that they have completely replaced what we had before. And what I had before was something I very much enjoyed. And now all of a sudden, it would make these guys sort of obsolete if I tried to put them next to the other ones, the C-3PO, the KTSO, the Chopper, and the R2, which I don't really like that LEGO has done that. Maybe it's just a nostalgia for me, but I've been building those since I believe the BB-8 came out in what? 2018, 2019. We went on 6 years with new things in that scale, and I always loved them. But now all of a sudden in 1 year we get 4 that are completely different scale, and it looks like we're not going to get anything else in that scale, especially the Chopper. I love a Chopper that is in the scale of that R2-D2, but instead we get one that's in the scale of that guy, and that's very disappointing to me. So for me, what I'm trying to say here is bring back that scale. Don't give me only this scale. If they both can live together in harmony, I'm okay with it. But if you're telling me that this is replacing my GOAT, then I'm upset.